the author, Moses, in Exodus 33:11, he is on the mountain with God, the same mountain where he encountered the fire. Moses and God is face to face as friends here. God reveals his purposes and his plans to his friends, not to servants. Here they are as friends. And Moses, he puts a demand on God and he says, "You know my name, and I have found grace." Grace was not yet revealed because grace only came with Christ. Faith only came with Christ. When Jesus Christ came, he said, "I am the way, the truth, and the light." He said, "I'm going to prepare a place for you." But Moses here on the mountain, he was the first person that demanded to see the glory. But there's a pattern how it happened. He said, "You know my name, and I have found grace in your sight." Now you can go read through that portion 3 times. God says, "Yeah, I know your name, and you have found grace." But then Moses says, "Show me your way." I think God was like getting so excited because someone wants to step in to what God has planned and purposed from the beginning. And I even think with this whole study of Genesis and understanding where Revelation fits in and times, I think God has that same sparkle in his eye. I feel it in the spirit, because that is when we as human beings are going to start stepping and possessing the kingdom. Come on, guys, we have seen everything, but we need to see the fullness of God manifesting on the earth. We need to see the sons of God manifesting. And who is it? You. This is why you're watching. The light has shone in your heart. The light is shone in my heart. And there's a progression that's coming into us that we're going to stand up and be the answer for the world. But Moses is the one that started it. And he said, "Show me your glory." I think everything changed right there, because God didn't answer him. He said, "My goodness will pass by you." Oh, please. When Moses wrote Genesis, he said, day 1, it was good, it was good, it was good. The goodness passed by him. He saw in the spirit the beginning and the end and everything between. Now Ecclesiastes 3 says, he says, God has made everything beautiful in its time. But verse 1 says, there is a time and a season for every purpose. Not a purpose for every time and season. Verse 9 says, he has placed eternity within our hearts, and we'll never understand what God does from beginning to end. No man can understand what God does. Man is the natural man, but in the spirit we can. Now, unless we understand these things in the spirit, we're like lost in the corridors of time. And time is explained in Genesis 1.